Hey everybody, I'm going to show you today how to make your very own laundry detergent for a tiny amount of money. Some of the things that you're going to need are sitting here. I bought some scent boosters. They're a Purex brand. They smell awesome. I'm starting from scratch, so I'm telling you what I bought. I bought Borax detergent booster. And I have a laundry booster by Arm & Hammer. And I don't have the package anymore, but there's a soap that is in the laundry aisle. Just in a little bar, about like this. It's called Fels Naptha. And I put it in my Magic Bullet. And this is what it turned out to look like. Just a powder. You can kind of see the dust flying around from it. And that's your soap right there. Other than these two guys that are soap boosters. You're going to need a bucket to start in. And I don't want to really use something too small, so I go overboard, I guess. You need something to stir it with. A spoon. A measuring cup. And just the 1 cup size will do. And I have 2 of these containers with lids. They are 36 ounces, which each container, if it's full, will give me about 72 loads. You only use about a tablespoon per load. If you feel like it needs a little more, just go ahead and add it. It's not going to hurt. So let's get started. Oh, one more thing you're going to need. A funnel. Because you want to be able to put this in there easy. So we're going to get started with the easiest thing first, which is your soap, the Fels Naptha. If you can't find that, Dr. Bronner's has one as well. You can use that too. And if you don't have a Magic Bullet like I do, you can always use a blender. It just makes them a little bit bigger, chunkier pieces. You may want to use more soap in that case. You can also just grate it with a cheese grater. One that I found that works great is from Dollar Tree. You spend $1 on it. It's not a big expense. So next, while it's here in my hand, I decided to use the lavender scented laundry boosters. These were like a 2 for, I don't know, $3 or something. They were an awesome deal. I needed the whole thing. I went ahead and got 2 because of the deal. And they're just little crystals. You can see. So they're going in there. So our laundry will actually have a nice scent. If you don't want to use these, you can use some essential oils if you have them. But you're going to need a lot of them. That's why I would rather spend $1.50, $2 on something that's already got a nice scent to it than spending $15 on a bottle of lavender oil. This box of Arm & Hammer, it's got some little crunchy pieces. It's, you know, it's baking soda and some other little chemicals in there, but it's a natural thing. So I'm breaking this stuff up because the whole box is going to go in there. Okay, there's a big chunk. Just do it in my hand. And this box size was 3 pounds, 7 ounces. And then the borax, a lot of people don't want to use borax. You don't have to. I do just to give it a little bit of an extra boost. I'm going to add 2 cups of borax. So you're going to have, with what I purchased here, a whole lot of borax left, I promise you. There is a ton in there. And I'm also going to have an extra scent booster if I need it for any reason. If I maybe wash something in my sink that's delicate, whatever, I use it for. So I'm going to try to break that up with a spoon. If not, I have to do it with my hand. So I'm just really getting down in there to mix up that Fels Naptha and break up these chunks of Arm & Hammer. And that is just some moisture that caused those chunks from sitting, I guess, at the grocery store. And everything I have here I found at my grocery store. So you don't have to go to a specialty store. When I first started making my own laundry detergent, I went to about 3 different places thinking that I had to buy things in different places, but you really don't. Sometimes you just have to look around in different spots. It might be with the detergents, it might be with some other, I don't know, like the home section, but ask the people that work there if they have it. What is that? There's like a chunk of gold in here. Oh, it's a piece of the Fels Naptha that did not get broken down. I'll just leave it in there. But it's yellow when you buy it, or when you pull it out. It looks just like a giant bar of soap. And they're really cheap too. I didn't buy one. There's 2 of them. I didn't purchase one. I had it on hand already. So, but I know that they are another one. I know they're about $1.50 a bar. They're, usually under $2 a bar. All right, so these others that you can save them for and use for stain removers and pre-treat anything. I'm just gonna leave it in there, and when we go to scoop it out, we'll just get it then. And I know that any other chunks of this Arm & Hammer that I have not broken down, I know it's gonna get broken down. So those are getting in there. I'm gonna mix them up. And here is the fun part. Well, let me give it one mix. Make sure all that was in the bottom is all mixed in really good. Also, what you can do once you get it in there, in the containers, you can put the lid on and give it a good shake, and that mixes it up really well. So, I'm just gonna start scooping. I've done this many ways. The best way is just to just go at it and scoop. You're gonna have a mess either way, a little bit on your counter, your table, wherever. I think this is gonna give me, looking at about 1 of these containers, and I have 2. So at least 50 loads. And I know other people that live in my house use more detergent than me, and they, that's calculating really low, that's low balling it. So, measurement wise, it should make about 72 loads. So between, I think I figured out it's going to be about $1/4 a load. That's 25 cents a load. That's awesome. I didn't figure out how much it is a load for the detergent, the store-bought detergents. I don't know how much they are. I'm just going to get messy with it here. Not use the funnel. Sometimes you can use the funnel. This is the boring part, sorry. Okay, I found little traces of soap that didn't get mixed in as well. They're gonna get mixed in, I'm gonna make sure. I have had this funnel forever, and I think it was my dad's and his stuff with his car stuff, so I got it to having my tools. I never use it in the kitchen, so it's always just for this, just for laundry soap making. And I have definitely used it over the years. I even used my homemade laundry soap when I would go to the laundromat when I had an apartment and did not have hookups for a washer and dryer. And what you can do in that case is just save, there's more in there, I'm gonna get this, but save your little container that you put your scent boosters in and pour some in there. And measure it that way, or pour it out that way, and it's stuck into the washer. Alright, that's what I get for putting so much in at once.
I think you got a clod.
I do have a clog.
You want to just hold the bottom and just dump the rest of it in there.
I was doing so well. Haven't done this in a little while, so.
Well, you're having fun with it. It's like for me making pancakes or something.
Okay, so I'm losing like a whole load here on my table. So I'll have to
scoop that back in.
Yeah, I have very little left. This is going to fill this whole container. It's perfect size. That's what's doing it, these little chunks that I didn't get. Okay.
Well, you're almost full too, and that's why it's still showing. Oops, sorry.
My husband is doing the camera for me right now, guys. That's who you hear. Alright.
That's a good scent, lavender is.
Yeah, it does smell good, doesn't it? And also, guys, if you are looking for bubbles from this, you're not going to see many, if any.
No, usually not.
Yeah, but it does get your stuff
it gets it good
clean. Yeah, it definitely does. Alright, now that is empty.
Bucket gone.
Bucket's gone.
Now
I just need to get the rest out of here. Now you can find at like your dollar stores, or maybe you have extra spoons that are tablespoon size, and designate it to be only your scoop for your detergent. These nifty little containers, though, they came with a scoop to dish out the powder that was in them. So I just saved that to use, and I'll probably end up using 2 scoops. I have to find it though, so hold on just a second. And it just looks like that. That's what came with this. You can see this is almost completely full. And
so 2 scoops of the big size of that.
Yeah, I would say that that's a tablespoon. I'll measure actually.
Okay. So you're needing how much for it? A tablespoon for 1 or 2 tablespoons per load?
Yeah, and here 3 teaspoons is 1 tablespoon. I know that from going to culinary school. All right.
That's it.
There's 1 tablespoon there. So yeah, 2 of these scoops, and we're gonna be good to go. We're gonna put the borax and the other the scent booster away.
You want to clean up the mess?
Yeah, I may still make one though.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to show you what I meant by mixing it up a little bit better and just give it a big shake.
Shake, 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 Sonora.
And it's still nice and pretty. And the scoop is in there. That's going to the laundry room. I still have this guy. It's empty. I probably won't make another one right now since that's going to last me so long. So all I have to do is clean out my mess. That took, oh, this is trash. It's going in recyclables. That took so little effort. It was less than $20 to buy everything. Got stuff left over. The containers were donated to me. I've used them over and over and over. And everything else you may have at home. You know, your measuring cups, your spoons.
Funnel.
Your funnel, yeah. Your mixer of some sort to break that main soap down. I'll put in the description below everything I did use, and you can go from there. You can play around with it and see what you think
They
about
can
it.
even liquefy it too, right? They have a way of doing it
There
liquid too.
are liquid ones. I have always just done this. It's been faster and easier. I don't know any liquid recipes. I was also going to say you can give these as gifts in a mason jar and put a nice little bow and tag on it and maybe a spoon of some sort, or find a cute little scoop. Dollar stores have those like crazy. And then somebody would really love to have free laundry detergent that would get them through like a decent, quart sized mason jar. That's a lot, that's almost as much as I made today. And that would get them through a lot of laundry.
Oh yeah.
Yep. You can make these too. And the smaller guys, the smaller little pint jars, jelly jars that are like ball canning jars, and put a label on there if you're one of those people that has labels that you can print out, or just write something down on it for directions and tell the recipient how to use it. And in our city, we have a church that takes people twice a month on Sundays after church that are low income or homeless, and takes them to a laundromat so they get to do their laundry. And that would be their laundry detergent. You pass it out to them. It is going to be a glass container though, unless you can find something that is plastic. That's the only idea I have. I don't know what you could do for plastic. But anyway, I hope you like this video. If you have any ideas to add to it, feel free to put it in the description below. I will see you on the next one. Bye.